So what are you saying, Blah? Third year in a row? What?
No, I was saying, being that it's the third year, then Apple actually, doing this public beta is actually really good for the company. It's good. It's good for the product because once you get your software out to the masses, that's when you actually see exactly where it's failing at, where your faults, where your bugs, and everything like that. With it being out to the masses is actually good because people have it on older legacy units and newer units, and it's a little buggy, a little laggy. But I don't know if you guys encountered the same thing.
A big issue with software before it's optimized is a lot of things have memory leaks, and that's when you get into some of that sluggishness. But I'm running it on the iPad Air.
I got mine on my little mini.
What gen?
Oh, geez. I want to say the
It's
third?
Retina. Yeah, it's Retina. Do you have Touch ID?
Yeah, it's Retina. Yeah. No Touch ID.
So it's the second iPad mini.
It's the second, so it's this bad boy right here.
Yeah.
I mainly got this thing just basically for my drone. When I'm flying my drone, so that's all I really need it for. But I mean, for stuff like this, and when you do have betas or anything new, I can slap it on there with no real repercussions, not really damaging nothing.
Yeah, I have the same model, the Mini 2, the one that has 128 gigs. So that's really my main one. This Air, I only got it to use it on the treadmill. So that's why I didn't mind installing the beta on there. But they had to fix a control center. I like what they've done with that.
The control center, I think, needs a little bit of work. It seems like it's kind of just moshed together. Everything kind of jumbled. No real definition of what is supposed to be where. It's just like everything is just there. And I really hate the fact that Apple has yet to implement the fact that you can force Touch ID on your Bluetooth or your Wi-Fi and actually bring up separate things that are in that area that are actually discovering the Bluetooth or the Wi-Fi. I don't understand why that has yet to become a thing. You should be able to have that same feature on a Bluetooth or on a Wi-Fi. It should be Force Touch ID on a Bluetooth should actually bring up your separate Bluetooths, or Force Touch ID on or Force Touch on your Wi-Fi should actually bring up the different Wi-Fis that's actually discovered in the area, for switching.
I got you. So that's a key feature they're missing as far as implementation of the Force Touch. I think,
definitely.
I mean, that would make sense because you can Force Touch pretty much anything.
One thing that I definitely like is the multiple apps running at one time. It's good that they kind of came along with that. So I'm just kind of looking at mine to the side. I'm able to bring up my browser, and then right beside it, bring up my email. And then what was cool is I was able to grab an image,
drag and drop.
Drag and drop. It's nice.
Yeah, but
that's definitely a sweet feature. I love it.
What does that sound like? Sounds like a desktop.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
And I think Apple was kind of, not really, but almost close to cannibalizing their whole Mac lineup with them implementing something like this, a feature like this onto their iPads. I know they want to boost the sales of an iPad, make it more mobile, make it less cumbersome to actually to have something like this, but I don't know if it's really eating into it so much now because it's not as powerful. But they're taking steps towards it. They're giving us the My Files or whatever they're calling it on theirs. I think it's just Files or whatever. But they're starting to loosen up their little grip they had on that whole thing.
You know why? Because they have to. Because the Surface first generation, it was a first generation product, but the Surface is nice actually.
Yeah. I can imagine. I haven't had the time really to really mess around with the Surface yet, so I can imagine that thing is probably pretty nice.
Yeah, because they're up to the Surface 4 now.
Yeah.
So for me,
Surface 4.
that it can be a replacement for both like a tablet and a computer. You can do everything you need to on there.
Yeah. So
Well, they
that
had the
leads
what?
into like,
Go ahead.
I like to kind of, I like to travel, and I think, well, we kind of spoke about this too. What do you see yourself traveling with now? I guess it depends on what you're traveling for, but traveling with your iPad, would that be enough for just a straight vacation getaway? Or if you're trying to do something on site, like MacBook Pro still travel? Because I'm Mac heavy. So what are your thoughts on that, and where you see Apple's trying to go, and being mobile enough for traveling, vacation, and things of that nature?
Uh-oh, Blah, did we lose you? He's kind of like frozen. I think we may have lost Blah.
Okay, he'll
You
probably
would,
be back in.
yeah, you have to add him up or whatever. But you're saying where Apple is going? They're trying to make the iPad the only device you need. Honestly, the Mac's a small percentage of their sales, so all their focus is on the iPad. So that's why they're trying to make the iPad more like a laptop. For a lot of people, it can take the place of a laptop. But for like me and you that do a lot of stuff on there, it's still not powerful enough. Whereas a Surface could easily, like I said, take the place of both your MacBook and your iPad. If you had to do like some real work on the road, what do you think?
Right. Yeah, I agree. I think as the iPad starts to get more and more, you're going to find yourself needing to carry your MacBook Pro with you when you travel. And the whole thing about travel is, almost minimalist. Space. Saving space as much as you can. And then on top of that, can I come close to the power and the capability of a laptop without necessarily having to have the space of a laptop? So that's where everything is going. Phones are getting bigger. They're becoming becoming tablets. Tablets need to become more powerful to basically accommodate the people on the go. That's kind of where we're going.
The Surface is a straight up notebook and a tablet.
Yeah.
It has the
Yeah.
ports, it has all that. So, yeah, the problem is iPad runs iOS, the MacBook runs OS 10. If you're going to do any serious work, you can't do it on the iPad. Bottom line, I mean, your whole YouTube, what are you producing it on?
Yeah.
Your
Yeah.
MacBook.
Yeah.
Would you even want to try to do it all on an iPad?
No, I just like the feel, and the power you have of MacBook Pro for doing all these things.
Yeah, because if you tried to do it on an iPad, it'd be very painful, and you'd have to do 10 steps. You can just do it easily on the Mac. Yeah, so this really goes into where's Apple trying to go. Their moneymaker is the iPhone. That's like, I want to say it's close to 75% of their profits. It's just the iPhone.
Yeah.
So that's where all their focus is. That's their cash cow. To a lesser extent, the iPad, and honestly, like their actual computers are the smallest portion of their business.
Yeah, amazing.
So, what percentage of resources and interest is it gonna take?
There we go. We got Blah back. Blah,
Okay.
are you here?
Yeah. Apparently, the phone was getting fried outside in this 100 degree heat.
Is it hot out there? I haven't been outside. Oh yeah, it is hot.
What is tripping outside, man? So it's like it says it's 96 degrees, but the heat index is like a 103 or something crazy like that.
It feels like yeah. So we were talking about the iPads trying to be MacBooks, basically. That's not going to happen.
Oh, okay.
Not anytime soon.
Nah.
Because you only have one port.
Yeah.
You're going to need dongles for everything.
Yeah.
Like I said,
we also were talking about the travel, being able to travel. I like to travel, go on vacation, and we kind of led into where we see what would
Apple
you carry on your vacation, Apple wise? Yeah, what would you have on your vacation, carry with you, depending on what you have, have to do.
If you have an iPad, if you have the newest iPad, which basically has the same camera sensor as the iPhone 7, then you're still good, but it's just awkward walking around with a big old pad trying to take a picture. So, I mean, I would iPhone 7 Plus and probably iPad Mini would be my powerhouses, because those two together you can do some damage. You got your photo and you got your editing portion. Because me personally, as far as switching applications is concerned, on any Apple product, they got everything beat hands down. Can nobody mess with them as far as managing the memory and switching the applications. So if you have something, especially with the 4K editing on your iPad, because there is not one Samsung device that does it. Period. Yeah.
Right.
No, for the trip, D, it depends how long you're going to be gone and what you're trying to do. Like if I'm going to go on a trip where I'm going to be mostly outdoors, like I said, the phone, my MacBook, not really. I wouldn't take it on the trip. I would wait till I got back to the crib to do all the editing. But if I'm going to go somewhere like visit family for a week, I'll take my MacBook. You know, so I guess it all depends on, you know, what type of trip it is or whatever.
Gotcha. Yeah, I agree.
So Apple, where's Apple going? I was telling Dietrich, like, their moneymaker is the phone. You know, secondly, it's the iPads, and then third is the MacBooks. And I told Dietrich, well, that's where they're going to put all their focus on, is their moneymaker, the phone.
Yeah, their moneymaker is the phone. That's their biggest thing, because that's what Apple really shook up everything was with the phone, the iPhone. That's back in 2007. So, you know, they really...
It's a phone,
concrete thing.
A widescreen iPod, and a breakthrough internet communicator.
Yeah, right.
A phone.
Yeah, Steve
widescreen
Jobs
iPod.
killed it on that. Yeah, he killed it on
presentation.
that, yo.
Yeah.
He killed it on that one, for real.
10 years ago.
Yeah. 10 years ago, and I still remember that press conference. I was hyped. I remember I actually seen that they was making an announcement. I seen it in the paper. I think about a year before or something like that. I was walking around telling my man, I'm like, yo, son, Apple they're coming out with something. I'm telling you it's going to be hot. But ended up, yeah. I was the first to get it. I couldn't wait till that phone dropped, man. I jumped off and got it like that day. The lines were ridiculous.
Yeah, I remember
and
that.
The system, actually the service shut down because it was just so overwhelmed.
Right.
Yeah, I remember that, yo. For real.
But yeah, where's Apple going? You know, they're playing with the AR kit. You saw that, right?
Yeah, well,
not just Apple.
I really don't see anybody, me personally, I don't see anybody really doing any real groundbreaking stuff in AR, and
but
gamers are lazy.
But then you like
we're
that
not trying to move around and do nothing.
You didn't like that temple run on your Samsung?
Nah, I got nauseous. Yo. That's what I'm saying. I don't want that sensation. I don't want to have that feeling, yo. To me, if I'm moving my hands, that's too much. I want to sit still in a comfortable chair. My other hand, if I'm taking a break, it's for a snack or a juice.
Gaming snacks, right? Gaming snacks.
Yeah, gaming snacks. Like that's what. If they're kind of trying to target the gaming community,
it's not there yet.
Take off.
I'll tell you why you get nauseous.
This
is why you get nauseous. The resolution's not high enough. The frame rate's not high enough. And then the actual tracking, if it's not exact, that's also why you get nauseous. So that PlayStation VR, I saw it, I completely ignored it. You know? Yeah. It's just not there yet.
Yeah.
You know, and I played with the HoloLens. Remember I told you about that? But that one's really not really not for gaming. That's more a research tool, maybe. I tried the Oculus Rift, and once again, not high enough resolution. The frame rate's an issue, and that one crashed on me. So we're not there yet. But AR is interesting, though. You know, Apple has the AR kit to make it. It's all about the developers. So Apple's just giving them the tools and saying like, "Hey, show us something."
Yeah. I would love to see it take off. You know, any new category, I would definitely like to see take off. You know, other than the standard stuff we're all used to. You know, something new, a new niche in the field that's actually going to develop and blow up. I would love to see it actually do something, but like I said, for me, at a gamer perspective, I can't see it.
You're still waiting on that Google Glass, huh?
Yeah, man. I feel that's something. I feel that's something that definitely could have took off. I don't understand why they scrapped that
The
whole program.
HUD.
You know,
Yeah,
Glass was
yeah, the heads up display.
okay. Yeah, Glass was or Google Glass was just a heads-up display. That's all it was.
Yeah,
It
and I
wasn't
loved it.
VR or AR. Oh, okay.
I love that whole concept. I love it's so crazy that Snapchat actually took that particular idea and made it out of sunglasses, made it a little more fashionable for the little Snapchat spectacle joints
Yeah,
they
the
have.
spectacles, right?
Yeah, that's pretty much the same technology. Almost not so much of a heads-up display and switching menus and stuff. It's more simplified, but that's what it is, though.
You know what Snapchat did? That augmented reality with those filters.
Oh yeah,
That's what killed the
Yeah.
game. Because because before the short video clips, you had what Vine, and it's like okay,
hmm
that's cute or whatever, but Vine's gone now, right? Yeah, I think
yeah,
Vine.
yeah.
Vine shut.
Vine got I think Vine got purchased, didn't he? They got brought out by somebody. I'm not too
Yeah,
certain. I
but
gotta check on that.
they're dead though. But Snapchat with those filters though, everybody had the little deer filter and the dog ears and tongue.
Yeah, silly stuff.
So, you, so,
Right.
you, so you're not a Snap fan, huh?
Nah, actually, to be real with you, I have no idea what to do even if I had a Snapchat. I have no idea even how to use
Right.
it.
They keep rotating
That's the funny
See what
thing.
they do is they rotate the filters continuously, and
Uh,
they have
Ah,
companies
people
actually.
involved.
Yeah,
Okay.
they have companies buy ads basically, so you can get like if a hot movie's out, you can get like the Batman filter, and he has whatever or Superman,
uh,
and when you open your mouth, like the
yeah,
lasers come
that's how
out.
they pay them bills.
Exactly,
Right.
exactly. That's all paid placement. Yeah, so yeah,
I feel you.
Apple's future, and not just Apple, like I said, AR, VR. You're not a believer. We'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah, I gotta wait and see. I really can't go all in on it yet. I gotta wait and see what they're trying to do with it. Like I said, to me, I think the AR, VR, especially the AR, I see it more in the field as far as medical and as far as military. I see it in that
Right.
field excelling a lot. I can't see it as far as just regular consumers, everybody every all day. People going to mess around
Yeah.
and get smashed out in the street playing with stuff, little fake dogs and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Because it
Yeah,
takes your
Right.
attention off of the reality of it and puts augmented stuff. So you're thinking everything is good to go, and you get smacked by a dude on a bike or something. It could be ugly.
okay. So you're saying the AR VR for gaming's kind of not viable at this point.
Nah,
So you see it more so
definitely not.
utility though. Like
Yeah,
if you
definitely.
have
I see it definitely in that.
some glasses and you're exploring a new town, it can give you an overlay of the map.
Yeah, and like even if you look at it that way, if you're a developer and you're looking at a vacant lot, you can see
Yeah.
exactly what the lot could look like, the landscape and
Right.
everything, because it's gonna modify itself to actually fit that form. So I see it more that that wise, but I can't really see as far as being a consumer.
You know what it
Just
could be
regular dudes just purchasing.
good for as well, like museums or walking tours.
Right.
Like
It could
Yeah.
be that too.
like if you look if you
It could
look
be that too. Like kids who want to revisit a dinosaur or something like that. Give them these glasses and
Right.
see
yeah
dinosaurs
man,
running around on some real not even museum stuff going on. It,
because
it, it could blow the kid's mind away.
this is
Yeah.
I really don't like museums because when you go, a lot of them are just what printouts of something and some kind of
Exactly.
display,
And
and they have
and and it yeah, it's,
and they
it's
have
and
like
it
a video
stays
loop.
like that.
Yeah, and they have a video loop running, and I'm just like, I could have seen this on YouTube.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. It's kind of like the same concept as I still don't understand why they still have textbooks in schools. Stuff changes too much. People want more interaction. It's not the same mindset in kids these days. They'll go to a TV and touch it. Like, no, that's just a TV. It's not a touch screen. You know what I mean? They want that interaction
Right.
for something like AR in schools. Perfect, because it gives them that something like tablets in schools, and I'm glad they started really adapting to all that. It's perfect. Take it off of the books. That way you can update everything into the books, into the digital version of a book, versus just having something that just stays there and it's just stagnant and it's not going to change.
Right.
I like that point of it.
That
So I
application
think
of the tech.
AR, yeah, I think AR as far as in those fields will be extremely, extremely beneficial.
So who's
But
leading
as
it
far
right
as
now?
just regular,
Because you
as
saw
far as
Google
AR
has,
is concerned,
yeah, Google has their Daydream, what they call it, right? Daydream. Then how's
I wouldn't say Google.
Samsung's VR thing going? You
Eh,
probably wow.
I got that thing. I don't. Yeah, I got it because it was free. My daughter plays with it a lot more than me. Like I said, I'm a gamer, so I'm not trying to look around and do all this craziness. Nah, that's too much for me.
Gotcha.
I need to sit still.
So it's Google, Samsung, Apple's with the AR kit, and then you have the Oculus, and who's the other one? HTC Vive.
The Vibe. I think Oculus. Wait, Oculus took a blow to the faculty, didn't they? Didn't they lose one dude?
Oh, the main guy. Because who owns Oculus?
Yeah.
Is it Facebook?
Yeah, Facebook
Yeah,
owns
Okay,
Oculus.
yeah. The
Facebook
game
bought
guy
him
was
out.
Palmer Luckey. I think his name's
Yeah.
Palmer. Yeah, he kind of had to go with some political stuff.
So I don't know if sometimes you take the key players out of the game, it may not go ahead and really evolve like it's supposed to. No one else is really chasing it. Once the key dudes is gone, what's really the chase? So Vibe may be so. Google, I really see them falling back in about a year or two on this whole this daydream thing. I really do. Apple's just getting into the game just to say hey, look, we have it. We can do it.
Well, they have to keep their options open, right? They can't jump into the game late.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, Facebook's trying to do
And
some.
they're always.
Yeah, Facebook's trying to do some virtual presence thing. Have you seen it with little cartoon characters?
No, actually, no, I
seen it?
haven't.
I haven't seen
Actually,
it. Nah.
Like instead of us here being on a hangout, we'll be like around the virtual table, but it'll be like little cartoon characters that kind of track your movements and expressions. You haven't seen that?
Oh, crazy.
nah, man.
That's
That's kind of weird.
that's homework. Look that up when you get a
Yeah,
chance.
yeah. I'll have to look into that. I add that to my list.
Okay, so
Definitely.
AR is not for games, fine. So let's get into E3. What did you catch from this year's E3? What are you excited about?
Who, me?
Yeah, you didn't catch any of it?
Oh,
you
man.
saw that Spider-Man, right?
Oh, of course.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man's amazing. It looks super smooth and super silky. I don't know why. I don't know how Sony pulls it off to make their games look so much better than the Xbox, but they do. Which I don't understand why, especially now with the new. I'm gonna call it the Scorpio because I can't call it the X because
the 1X.
I can't. It's too many. Yeah, it's way too many X's there. It's like 3 X's in the Xbox now. So in the Scorpio.
Scorpio.
But I seen it. I think the Forza is freaking amazing as always. Call of Duty, of course, I can't wait for. Anthem, I can't wait for. What was that other one?
Metro Exodus.
Oh, what was that other game? Metro. Oh,
Exodus.
Bugging.
Yeah.
I can't wait for that game.
Yeah, I've been playing
even though I'm not a super open world fan, that's
a trend.
The Assassin's Creed.
Yeah,
it is a trend. That Assassin's Creed Origins, though.
Oh, bugging. When that game drops, I'm definitely all in on that one. But that game is definitely going to be. It's going to be one of the. I can't really call it a flagship games because we're still waiting on the Gears of War and the Halo. So
yeah.
Talking about for the Microsoft. I don't know if there's going to be another Halo, is there? I haven't heard anything about it.
That's what they said. Well, that's what the dude hinted on. Major Nelson. He hinted kind of towards that, but we'll see.
I'll
they
say
take a long
this:
time doing those.
Halo 5 Guardians. It was good to see a next gen Halo, but it wasn't perfect. It had some issues. And then the Gears franchise at this point, I played the last Gears of War, and it's just like, okay. I mean, I don't know. I need to play another one.
Yeah, I think I'm over the Gears of War now. That's how I was with the Call of Duty, especially with these last 2 Call of Duties that dropped. I was just like, I'm over it.
Those are some cosplay options for you, though. Gears of War.
What's that? Yeah, I mean, I used to play Gears of War like heavy.
Yeah, I played
now.
Right?
Yeah, now I'm into my Wildlands, my Ghost Recon.
So did you finish? Just have to ask. Did you finish, or you're still kind of holding off?
Oh, the Ghost Recon?
Yeah. Did you finish it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I finished it.
Okay.
I finished it. I finally killed a swing, yo. But now they have this tier system with it. So the game is ridiculously hard now. So you start out at like tier 50. In tier 50, you have to work your way down to tier 1. But I'm on tier 40, and it's not happening. You jump out the truck, them dudes, they stomp you out. Next thing you know, you're leaning on the ground calling for a medic.
Are you trying to
It's
play?
ridiculous now,
Trying
man.
to play with the bots or with the actual people?
No, I'm playing with the bots.
Okay.
I can't. If I'm playing with actual people, I need a squad. I need a nice heavy
That's
hitter
what I'm
squad.
saying. For a lot of these games, you have to train as a team. You can't just play with randoms.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
You really do got to train as a team because, but no, not everybody has time for that and all that. And I get it, but I like the fact that someone can jump in your game at any time and get it popping with you. So I love that aspect of it.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, just like same thing like in Division.
Slowly, yeah, that's what I was about to say. I'm trying to slowly
on.
bring you guys back to Division, man. Slowly but
They
surely.
need to go ahead and put another Division out.
I'm not putting my elf fears down.
Oh God.
I'm still grinding through Zelda, so Zelda's good.
Man.
Zelda's good.
Yo, not Mario, Nintendo is definitely going to be making a big splash this year.
Yeah.
Well, they made a big splash this year. And with these games dropping, they getting my money. I know that.
I think they learned their lesson from the Wii U. With the Wii U, there was a problem where you'd go like months without a AAA title.
Yeah.
So on this one, they have most of the games done, but they're not going to release them all at once. They're going to space them out strategically.
And I get it. I get that. Yeah, that makes sense. Money-wise and business-wise concerned, you don't need to do it all at once. You just go ahead and you spread that out, keep that money rolling in. I get that. Mm-hmm. But I can't wait. Was it
Splatoon's next.
Splatoon, they can keep that. I'm waiting for that.
Have you played Splatoon? Uh-oh, we lost plot again.
Oh, Odyssey.
Okay, there you go.
And they bringing one of my favorite games back, Secret of Mana. Oh my gosh.
Secret of Mana, that's like next level nerd.
Yeah, it is.
Really, I'm surprised. Wow.
I'm saying.
Secret of challenging, wow, Secret of Mana really flop.
Yeah, man, I love that game. That's one of my favorite. That game right there got me into these whole role-playing games.
Oh, okay.
Secret of Mana. Yep.
That's what I'm saying. It's been a role-playing, so wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's the one that got me into like, yo, I want this game. I played that game so much. I was mad when it was over. And now I hear they're bringing it back. Oh, I'm going to be on it.
Right, so they have Splatoon coming, Mario later in the year. Then there's at least another one I can't think of right now that Nintendo has for this year.
What's in the future for Mario Kart? Anything else? We're just going to get this upgraded version?
No. Yeah, there'll be another Mario Kart at some point, but it's not going to be for a few years.
Okay. I mean, I still like this one on the Switch, so.
No, 8 was great, but since nobody bought the Wii U and the Mario Kart, I mean, that's what happened. They're like, we just repackage as the deluxe version and sell gangbusters, which they have.
Yeah.
That's one of the best-selling titles on the platform right now.
Absolutely. I love that. Love it.
Wow, you haven't picked it up?
Which one? The Mario Kart? Nah, yo, I've been playing all these other games. I can't even do it. Like I just went and got Injustice. I just went and got Injustice 2 today.
Injustice 2.
Yeah, so I'm getting into that because I beat the Ghost Recon. So I'm like, okay, I'll play that. But then I seen they got the zombies that came out for Call of Duty. I think I might go ahead and go do that. So
too many games.
There's too many games, man. Too many games, and I ain't getting paid to play them. So
exactly, right. You need to start up your Twitch channel.
Yeah, for real. I need to stay home and get paid for this.
Yeah, not the Microsoft Mixer. That's garbage.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that Mix is
Mixer.
They need to do. Yeah, it used to be called Beam. They need to do something with that because when you get a notification because I have my phone linked to my account, to my Xbox. So if someone sends me a notification stating that they're broadcasting, I should be able to touch on that notification, and it should ask me if I want to be directed to watch that video or not. But if you touch on that thing, ain't nothing happening. I don't care if you're on the Xbox already and that notification pops up and you touch it, nothing still happens. I'm like, okay, so what's the point? You told me that.
No.
Now how do I get to see it?
Yeah, Mixer's completely built in the house. Is that correct? Because I'm surprised it's in such a bad shape for it being Microsoft. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Right.
It's bad.
It's terrible.
It's bad. They need to do something.
Or they need to fire some people.
Sometimes that's what it takes, though.
No, because I'm just talking about just from a technological viewpoint. Because a lot of times the stream's all garbled.
Yeah.
So I gave it a try, and I'm just like, forget this, whatever.
I tried streaming a couple of times. I'm like, okay, I don't get it. Like,
it's because
what do people get out of this?
Well, yeah, I was trying to be cheap and just use my Kinect because I need to get a new computer if I'm going to do the proper game capture.
Yeah.
So I was trying to prolong buying a new computer, which I'm still going to buy one, but I was like, okay, well, I'll just use Mixer for now, and then just use like the PS4 streaming directly to YouTube. But I think it's better if you just get a capture card and use like OBS and have it more produced.
Yeah, because I was doing just like you, being cheap. I had that joint playing through the Kinect, and it was looking cheesy, and I didn't get it. It just ruined the whole feeling. But Xbox, man, they just totally killed that Kinect off. It wasn't even quiet. It was just gone. They didn't mention nothing about a Kinect or any Kinect accessories or anything related, anything that started with a K.
Yeah.
At the freaking at Microsoft, yo.
No, this is history. When the Xbox One first launched, they were trying to make it like the center of your living room.
Yep.
For all your content.
That's why they call it the One.
Yeah,
the one
area. Yep.
It was the one and done, apparently.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
Yeah. No, but it took a lot of leadership to say, hey, we're going in the wrong direction. Sony is killing this, which I still don't understand why PS4 sells like almost 2-to-1 to Microsoft.
I don't know, man. They got somebody buying them.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know anybody, well, maybe a few people that have a PS4, but most people I know have the Xbox One.
Oh, yeah. I got both.
Like I just love the controller, the controls of the Xbox. It's that old Dreamcast, man. And
exactly.
I just can't get with that PlayStation.
Yeah, it's too narrow. It's like this, too narrow.
Yeah.
And the other thing is their online services. You don't really have a sense of community. At least I don't.
Nah. And that's Xbox's biggest thing is their community. And the fact that you can communicate with each other, have group chats, and just that. I think PlayStation started doing that a couple years back. They tried. Right. It's still not even nowhere near it there yet. Nowhere near it.
Nah, so okay, so you have Anthem. Who's making Anthem? Do you know who the developer is?
No, I have no idea who the developer was. I was just hyped when I seen it. I was like, oh, what is this? Oh, this game is bugging. Look at this game. It's amazing.
I think that and Spider-Man were the most impressive from the the graphics point of view, the smoothness.
Yeah.
Do you really get into the whole graphics debate or whatever?
So it says here BioWare.
Okay. Oh yeah, BioWare used to make MDK2 back in the day and a lot of other stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
But okay, the PlayStation, it can simulate 4K, and a lot of people get really caught up on that. It's not real 4K. It does that checkerboard rendering.
Yeah.
I always say, does it look good or not? At the end of the day, does it look good or not?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know what, too? I mean, a lot of people, not everybody's playing on a 4K TV. So if someone has a 1080p and they just sampled it to make it look better, they're like, wow, this game is the greatest.
Well, right. But you're familiar with what checkerboard rendering is, right?
No, I'm not too certain what a checkerboard rendering is, but you can elaborate.
Wow. It's basically a technique that reduces the required horsepower to render 4K. So they kind of take some shortcuts, but it's done intelligently. So if you want to get down,
basically, it's not every pixel that is. Yeah. It's actually the 4K. It's just every other one.
Something like that, basically checkerboard.
Okay.
If you want to put it like that.
Okay.
No,
I
no,
got
no.
you. I
But
got
a
you.
lot of people are kind of like irate, like it's not true 4K, blah blah blah, this and that. And I'm just like, look, are you playing games that look good or not? At the end of the day,
Yeah, but I mean, yeah, I agree with you on that. But if I got a 4K TV
Right.
and I'm playing my games, especially something like a PS4 Pro or the Scorpion, I want my games to be 4K.
Yeah.
I want my HDR10 and I want my Dolby. Like, if you're paying for the stuff, and a lot of people, I mean, 4K TVs are super, super cheap now. Like, they're giving them away. Well,
yeah.
Right. Get one.
Wow, I'll tell my friend
Get
Will
one.
to get one.
Yeah.
This is
Well, yeah,
WilSan.
man, they're super cheap now, and all of it has all that HDR10 and everything already built into it. So for them to be promoting something like that, they actually need to go ahead and produce that. I need to see that because
Okay.
me, I'm gonna see it because
Okay.
I
Okay.
see so many games. I can tell like, nah, that's not 4K. That's not running at 60 frames. This is only a 30.
Wow,
You know,
you're one
I
of
can
those.
see it. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm one of those.
It's a digital foundry. It's Blast Foundry, huh?
Yeah, for real, man. Like, cause maybe I may be the only. Well, no, there's other people that actually are like a lot of PC gamers are like that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
They're used to
They're really on it.
they're used to 60 frames, 120 frames.
Exactly.
Okay, but the
Exactly.
Scorpio it supposedly can do true 4K, but they're saying, well, like only some games. They're still going to use checkerboard rendering for some other games.
And that's basically in the hands of the developer then, in that case.
Mhm.
Because they have the device right there that can do it. It's up to the developer to be like, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and use all this horsepower that's here, versus I'll just use taking the shortcut and be like, I'll do the checkerboard rendering. Maybe
Yeah.
they may
Okay.
not know.
Okay. So this leads into the whole mid-gen console thing they're doing this generation. Is that good or bad? Because both Sony and Microsoft have said, hey, to the developers, if you make a game, it has to run on the old hardware.
Yeah, I get it, because you're really cutting your hand off if you say it can only run on this particular hardware.
That's
Because
what I
not
mean.
everybody's going to jump off. Not everybody's going to jump off and spend another $500 on a
So if you
console
have
that
this,
just came out last year.
yeah, if you have the Scorpio or PS4 Pro, then they're not really tapping the whole power. I don't think.
Yeah, yeah.
There's going to come a point where you're going to get PS4 Pro exclusives or Scorpio exclusives.
I really hope not. I really, because as a gamer, like, I really want to be gaming with other people because there's always that debate. Well, this game, PlayStation games play different on
They do look
than
better though,
Xbox. Yeah, they do look better.
because
But
of the textures.
when you want to, yeah, if you want to tackle that particular audience, like this dude that's on playing 2K or playing NBA Live, and he's on the PS4. If I want to challenge him, I can't. That cross-platform play thing is there. I don't like that whole exclusive thing. I hated the fact that they did that with the Call of Duty because they took a franchise and they just crippled the whole Xbox community off of that. Like a month later, I'm like, yo, where my games at? I hated it.
Right.
That's
Okay,
how I
so
feel about that.
yeah.
So I wonder. So I wonder if they start making games that could go cross-platform, it would make the gaming community better. But for the business, blah, how do you see that? Like, if I can get if I can get every game on multiple platforms, how would that? I guess how would that affect the business part? You know what I mean? Like, would they?
Are you talking about cross-platform actual playing against each other? You're talking about multi-plat games or exclusives, I'm kind of confused.
Yeah, kind a little bit of all of that. Like,
okay, exclusives, are they good or
let's
bad?
say,
right. Exclusives are bad. Exclusives are bad.
Right.
I don't like that.
In general, I have all the systems, so I don't care.
Yeah, but like if you're talking the majority of the people, they don't have all the systems. They're either going to have they're just going to have one system. You know what I mean? So and that's like the household system. So if they have a friend, because if you take 10 of your friends of which was in high school, you always had that debate. Oh, I have mine on PlayStation, or I have mine on Xbox.
Yes.
So if you take that away from all of everybody, then it's pretty much free to play. You know, because a PC dude is playing with another PC dude. It doesn't matter if his hardware maker is a Dell or whoever.
Right. Yeah.
It's
Great
everybody playing, and that's why that community is so freaking strong, and that's why they're always raving their stuff is the better stuff. And I agree with it as far as that's concerned. The fact that you can play with anybody all the time, yeah, I love it.
So how would that, like, so for Microsoft, how would that, or, you know, Sony, how would that affect them? You know, would it force the consoles themselves to produce better consoles, or would it diminish their, you know, their product? How, you know, from a business standpoint, how would they see that, or how do you think they would view that?
I don't think they have any
Opening
incentive to work together.
Right.
Because one of the, you know, Microsoft's selling point is like, hey, Xbox Live is a rock solid product. You know.
And the way I see it, I mean, I don't think it would diminish the sales. I think it will boil at that particular point. I think it will boil down what feels comfortable, what particular user interface that you like. You know, it kind of like with the phones. You know, do you like the Apple interface or do you like a Android interface? You know, they both make phone calls. They both do everything similar. You know, then it's all about the interface. Then, you know, and everybody's going to have that debate on that.
Right.
But it's not going to diminish their sales. The sales are still going to be strong. If anything, I think it might give them more sales. It might have some of these dudes that's playing PCs and everything like that, have them actually purchasing consoles now, or anybody else. You know, they can use it as a. But then it would come into the biggest thing with that is that it would have to be on the same playing field as far as hardware is concerned.
Yeah, it has to definitely.
That's going to be the biggest thing that's going may cripple it or, you know, may diminish sales, is the fact that they would have to be on par with the dude that they're going against, or the same someone that's in the same field.
You don't want to be that laggy dude messing up the lobby.
Exactly, because then, you know, you're not going to get sales. You know, you can't have that.
Now, from the gamer's perspective, yeah, you'd want a bigger community, obviously.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah,
definitely.
So a lot of old franchises, you know, God of War, once in an open world.
I love
it. God of War.
Man, no, just the whole open world stuff, you know.
Yeah.
I love it. You know, games were so structured, and, you know, you couldn't go there, you couldn't go here. You see stuff in the background, but you can't interact with it. You know what I mean? Those days are gone. You know, it's pretty much open world. You go wherever you want to go. You get into whatever you want to get into. That's what I like.
I mean, I found myself, especially with Assassin's Creed earlier on, I mean, it took me more time to get to the event than to play the event. You know, I'm like,
as long as they keep it interesting, that's fine. And with a lot of open world games, you'll be able to teleport. There's very few where they actually force you to walk all the way through.
Yeah.
Most games, you have
like Division. Division, well, no.
Division, that's why I like Division. You go to the house. It's a little bit more structured. Yeah.
You go to the houses. But it's the same thing on Ghost Recon. Ghost Recon, you know, you forward to that. You can teleport to like the rebels' house.
Safe houses.
Like
the safe houses.
Yeah, the safe house. Basically, the same thing. Safe houses.
Yeah, I got you.
Same thing.
Yeah, but for a lot of these games, if you really like the game, they're really extending the life with DLC you can buy. That way, on the low, you're paying like $100 for the game, but you don't kind of do that all at once.
It's more than that. On the low, like the whatchamacallit, the season pass is about $50 by itself, and the game is always going to be $65, if not even more, depending on the version that you get. So you're paying like $120, $130 per game. I just hated the fact they really killed off the Division. They didn't leave it open to expand. I mean, I know they're doing patches and stuff like that, but they got to expand that world, because it's the fact that it's only happening in New York. I don't buy that.
Right.
If it's called the dollar flu, it happened everywhere else there was a dollar. Give me LA or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Give me Chicago. You got to make these landmark areas, and that's where you do it in.
Originally, the game was supposed to be all of Manhattan, but they had to scale it back down.
Yeah, they scaled it way down.
And I think
from the last E3 to what the game actually came out as is a lot different.
And I was hoping the expansions, or would open up a lot more of Manhattan, but they really didn't.
Man, it didn't, man. That's whack. I love that game. Y'all know I love it. D, you still play it?
No, so
yeah,
what's
I'm still on it.
What's the word on Division 2? Is it happening or what?
I don't know, man. I
haven't heard
watched a
nothing.
lot of things on YouTube, and they're pretty much, that was their main thing. That was their main channel, was Division content.
Vision
and all those
channels,
dudes, they kind of strayed away from that. And it's whack. I hate it because I love that game, man.
Yeah,
I love that game.
No, it did, but it had a few issues with the incursions. They were too hard, in my opinion.
Yeah, them boys knock your head off, man.
They do, but see, now when you get those exotic weapons, man,
Yeah.
I'm going through. I'm going on heroic, and just going with some randoms, but we get it done. And that leads me. I don't know, Blah, if you've had a chance to look at this, but Warframe is something I like. Free. It's that freemium model.
When you like to grind, you like to just grind.
Yeah, it gets grindy. It gets grindy, but they keep expanding and doing other things with the Warframe. And things that you can do.
I haven't even. I've seen it up there. I've seen it on my Xbox Warframe. I never really got into it. I like my little puzzle games too, so I get on my nerd stuff every now and then. So I do my puzzle games,
right?
Yeah, like stuff like Little Nightmares and Unravel and stuff like that.
Yeah, Little Nightmares. How's that one?
Oh,
I've seen the box and it looks very with the little
man. That game,
that
game is surprisingly freaking good. Like really, really good.
So
that and Unravel, it's really freaking good.
I like platformers and puzzle type games.
Oh, I love them.
So I've had that one on my the Little Nightmares. I've had that saved on my Amazon list.
Yeah, yo. Matter of fact, they got that for the Super Bowl right now on with this Xbox sale for like $12.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's like stupid cheap. I advise you to get it. 12 beans, they can have that all day. That in I'm telling you, that game Unraveled, that's another game. It's visually pleasing. It's challenging. It's an excellent game too. It's simple, but it's excellent.
You familiar with those?
Yeah. I might want to try it out. And see if you give it your step of approval. I might try it out. It's just hard to pull me away.
I'm telling you, is when you see it, you're like, oh, this game is kind of simple. When you start playing it, like, oh man, I like this. It's a puzzle game, and you're in it. It's like, oh, I gotta get there.
See the temples and the Zelda. I try to hit as many as I can because the puzzles are all different.
yeah, Zelda. I actually stopped playing Zelda for a while now.
Yeah, I got you. But the temples, like some puzzles are motion controls, and I'm just like you have to roll the ball around, and some you have to use like Magnesis, Crystallis, or what's the other?
I know I was on a temple and I couldn't get it. I was like, "Yo, this is pissing me off right now." I'm just
what kind of puzzle was it? Do you remember?
I don't remember. It was a weighted ball on the left, and I had to get it to another side or something like that.
Right.
I was like, "What the hell do I have to do to that?" I was like, "Can I lift it? Try to freeze it." I'm like, "What's going on here?" I was like, "You know what? I'm not even going to do it to myself. Chill out. Turn the game off."
Wow. Because some you can lift with the magnetic power, some you can't. So what you can do is you can hit it and freeze time, and then hit it like with a sword. Then it releases energy all at once, and it'll like fly off wherever.
Oh, I gotta try that when I get back to it. But right now, I'm playing these other games. They got me locked in. I can't get into them yet. Like I said, there's so many games. There's too many there.
Especially if you work and work out, right? Yeah.
Oh yeah, man. Between that, I gotta go to the gym, so that's a given.
Yeah, it's number one. Yeah, man. So I looked up that Smooth Q. It looks okay. It looks like it's a kind of poor man's Osmo.
Yeah, but you know what? But that's good though, because you know why? It actually gives you the same functionality. the same features, the same smooth camera setup. It's just the application. The DJI application is the only thing that separates those two, and the removable battery. That's it.
I didn't even download the DJI app. I just used Filmic because I already had paid Filmic a couple of years ago.
Filmic works great with it.
Yeah.
It's
fine.
Yeah, Filmic Pro definitely.
Yeah, that auto stabilization.
Filmic Pro will let you use your 4K. Let you use your 4K.
Yeah.
You can disable the video stabilizer on it because you don't need it because it puts a funny jittery thing to it.
The Jello look, whatever.
Yeah. I don't like when it did that. But shoot, yeah, Filmic is perfect. That's what they actually recommend is use Filmic.
Yeah, because you have control over everything, frame rate, exposure, a lot of stuff.
Yeah, everything. It's like manual controls all over it, and it's sweet.
Right.
Yeah, that other one, that cheaper one, it's a nice little fallback. Something you really don't care too much. I mean, it is $1 and change, like $140 or something like that. But it's not really hitting you in the head for another $300. It looks identical. It's like a Chinese knockoff.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what it is, But when I use the Osmo, I didn't want to give it back. Kind of bottom line.
I told you use that thing.
And those little batteries, those little batteries, they do last a long while.
Yeah, they do.
So I'm like, with those spares, you're set.
Oh yeah. I love the fact that you could just swap those out, slap a new one in, and you back to 100% again, and you just grinding. But what I don't like is that you can't take the battery, the juice from the battery from the Osmo, and actually power your phone with.
Yeah, because that was a little bit of concern when I was filming that cosplay thing, which was about an hour long, and that killed half my battery, and that's because I was only filming at 720p, 30 frames per second.
Yeah, see, you had to compromise your video quality for the battery.
I did a little bit, yeah.
I don't like that.
For an event that was kind of continuous, so.
Yeah, that's true. But if it's going to be continuous, I want whatever I am capturing, I want it to be at the highest quality and the best frame rate. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to take that compromise. That's just me. Even with this phone right here, like the phone, it has a 12 megapixel phone, and it gives you that little letterbox. Same thing like Apple does. But there is the 9 megapixel, and it gives you the whole 18.5 by whatever aspect ratio. And it fills the whole screen. It looks beautiful, but the quality is not there, and so I don't even use it.
Wow! Right. So which phone do you have now?
The S Plus, Galaxy
and were you gonna,
S8 Plus.
Were you gonna get the Note? So you're
Note, of course. Of course.
When's that dropping?
Hopefully September. Announced for September, maybe August. Maybe I think those are the rumor. August 27th or something crazy like that. They're supposed to have the announcement or the release date. Something. Hopefully, it's coming soon. I can't wait. I'm definitely a Note dude.
So it would just be a little bit bigger than your current phone and have the S Touch. What do you call it? S Touch? S Pen?
Yeah, it'll have it'll be allegedly supposed to be 6.3 inch screen. The S Pen features the same, form factor. This edge display, curved edge display, which is nice. I mean, it fits perfectly in my hand. It actually feels a little narrow because my hands are big, so it fits perfect for me.
Right. Yeah, that's a trend. Is because they can't really do bezel-less because technologically kind of impossible. So they kind of fake it with the rounded edges. The infinity pull, basically, that's what they do.
Yeah, basically, yeah. That's right, called the infinity display. That's they're actually calling it.
Yeah, from an infinity pull, what goes over the edge.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the new iPhone will have that supposedly, so we'll see.
Let's see if you guys get it this year. I don't know, man. I don't see that.
Dietrich gets it every other year, right? He gets the S model.
So you don't get it this year. You get the S model.
Nah, I get the initial model. I don't do the S.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Okay. So yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that 8, the model that everybody really wants, I don't know if that 8 is going to launch in time. They may do it like how they did the whole bokeh effect thing. They're going to make the announcement, but they're going to release it later.
Well, that
hype it up.
That one was just a software update, you know. So.
They talked all about
you know
it.
what?
It was amazing.
It could be like the EarPods also. The EarPods will be out in October.
Oh,
Here's the thing about the EarPods.
Are they actually any good? I haven't even seen any. Well, I think I've seen one person in the gym with it.
My thing is, yeah, they may be very efficient with battery, etc. My thing is they look goofy, but beyond that, they're not comfortable because they're just like
It's got to be
earbuds. And those other earbuds, I can't wear them too long because the hard plastic hurts my ears.
Yeah,
so the fact that they're wireless means nothing to me. I'm just like, well, they're garbage.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, they should just go ahead and let the Beats by Dre thing just take over that.
Thank you.
Do that.
I
let
was
Beats
going to
by
say
Dre
that.
people do that. Yeah.
You got to let these people in their particular field do what they do best. Right. Their company was originally Monster. You know, this is what they do. They do audio.
Yes.
So let them do the audio. Apple, I know you want to have your hands in everything. I get it. You're Apple. But let these dudes do it. Put your stamp on it. Ship it in a box. You could probably even charge a premium price, which I know people are still going to pay anyway.
Yes.
Just because it has the Beats in it. And it's Beats and it's Apple, so it's perfect. It's a marriage made in heaven.
It's perfect.
Besides the fact you can take the new Power 3s, you just turn them on, they automatically sync to the phone. That you don't have to do no syncing, no pairing, no nothing because it has that W3 chip in it. The same one that's in the EarPods. Right. So I don't understand why they don't just let them do what they do. That's it.
Right.
Yeah, I looked at the Beats, what do they call Beats X, the thing of it? Beats
X.
But what I didn't like is that they're only sweat resistant. They're not sweat proof. And I'm like, how can you have sports headphones that aren't sweat proof?
Yeah. It depends on how much of a sweater you really are, too.
on a day like this?
Oh, yeah, a day like this. You're just melting.
You know.
But me, like, I wear my Beats. Well, I got the studios, and they're just horrendous in the gym because it just becomes a sponge and it's just dripping out the side of your head. But then I have the little wireless ones, and they're perfectly fine. The microphone might crap out on you.
Wow.
It's the same thing with the wired ones too. The Apple wired ones.
But if you're in the gym, you don't need to be talking to nobody anyhow.
Oh no, I don't talk to nobody. You know that. Ain't nothing to talk about. Ain't nothing to talk about. We ain't talking about nothing.
So do you use a fitness tracker or anything like that?
Nah, man, I don't need that. I don't need nothing on me. The only thing I need to have on me is my wrist straps, my wrist brace, and just some good music, man. Some straight rage, punch somebody in the neck music. That's all I need.
I mean, to me, these fitness trackers, to me, they're on the same level as like waist trainers.
Oh, wow.
No, because I see everybody with the fitness trackers. First of all, they look terrible. They're poorly designed.
Yeah. I don't know.
And I'm just like, are you any more fit because you're wearing your fitness tracker?
Right. That's like, you know what fitness trackers are to me? They're so annoying. It's just as annoying as a person that writes down everything they do in the gym. That's so annoying to me. That aggravates me.
Oh, when they pull out the little notepad?
They pull the notepad out and you write it down. Like, okay, what did that do for you, though? Like, you're not doing nothing. Stop writing that crap down. You see how you look? Change it. What the hell? It pisses me off, yo. That's what I think a fitness tracker is. I think it's some sense of make it seem like you actually did something today, like some sense of achievement, some false sense of achievement. That's what I think. Yeah,
tracking your fitness, right?
Right. You see what you ate. You know how fat you are when you take that shirt off. There's your fitness tracker right there, yo. You don't need that.
The mirror is your fitness tracker.
Word, it really is. What's a better fitness tracker than the mirror? You step out the shower, you look, you're like, I don't like it. There go your fitness tracker. Change it.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
All right. Wow. That's what I think.
Yeah, you have anything else, blah? Because that was my short list.
That was a short list.
Yeah.
Nah, man.
I didn't pull out my notepad.
I think you hit on the points that I had though. You know, the E3, Apple, the games.
Right.
Nintendo we talked about already.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty much it. You know, we branched off with the beta thing.
Yeah, which the final is going to be when the iPhone 8 comes out, right?
Yeah, it should be. Yeah, that's normally how they normally do it. It'll come out.
Right.
It'll say, "Oh yeah, running iOS11." Like, yeah, okay, we get that. But you know, this is now they're on the developer's second beta right now, so that should be public. I want to say in 2 weeks.
Yeah. Okay.
So
And
they
then
usually
you're still.
do a couple of them. You got about like maybe four or five betas before they
Yeah,
actually
between now
come
and
out
then,
with
of course, definitely. Right.
Yeah.
And since I'm running an old MacBook, I don't know nothing about High Sierra or
Me
Sierra.
neither. Yeah, I'm running an old MacBook too, so you gotta go to D for that one. I don't think you're gonna put that beta on his.
No, we're not in the work machine. Are you planning on getting a new? Are you planning on getting a new MacBook at some point, or you just don't have enough of a reason at this point?
Right now, man, everything is so mobile. It's really hard to go ahead and dedicate yourself to an actual desktop machine. In my case, it's really hard for me to justify that right now. Because anything you need to do, like production wise or anything, is all on your phone. If not your phone, it's on your tablet.
For me, I have to have a main computer, and it's my MacBook Pro. I have a Mac Mini, but they haven't given me any reason to upgrade it. That's the other thing.
Besides the fact they haven't really upgraded them at all anyway. They didn't say nothing about no Mac Minis at all.
No. Right now I'm using it like when I edit the video, so the bigger screen, and it renders it quicker because it has the i5.
Yeah.
Which my MacBook Pro has a Core 2 Duo.
Oh yeah.
So it's terrible for rendering. But
yeah,
the newer MacBooks, they have the hardware encoding, so that'd be one reason to get it.
Yeah, I love the Mac Mini, me personally. Yeah. If I actually was to go ahead and get a dedicated desktop, it would definitely be another Mac Mini because you hook that thing up to your screen, you got the best screen in the house.
Yeah,
I love them.
Right, but yeah, MacBook Pro, I'm still window shopping.
Yeah.
See, I'm trying to decide like new or save money and get a refurbished one. I don't know.
It's about the same. Like I said, I can't really justify it right now.
It's because I have this pool of money, right?
That's what it is.
I can get a MacBook, or like there's always other toys I can get, like the 3 gimbal Axis, Scorpio, a 4K TV,
a drone. Yeah, see, there's
so
a lot of other options, and that makes you more mobile. So you can get your gimbal, you run around, and your videos are smooth. They're so buttery. That gimbal, that thing's amazing, man.
Hey, Dietrich, what you got going on?
Right.
Just got my my gimbal over here.
Yeah, wow. with the motion tracking and all that, man. So I mean, it's easy to set that thing down on something and just walk around and have that thing follow you. That thing is excellent, man.
You need to relaunch your channel, blah, or something. Dust it off, man.
Yeah, I do. I do. I think I will one day. Once I get everything set up right, and then my phone overheated.
It didn't explode though.
Nah, it didn't explode. No explosion. The thing, it popped up. Your phone is overheating. All the apps are turned off. I'm like, what? I touched that shit was hot too. I'll tell you that, it was hot. It definitely was hot.
You got to run, D?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and shut it down. But yeah, it was great. Enjoyed it.
Definitely, man.
All right,
we'll do it again.
Gotcha.
All right, man. Signing out, though.
Signing out.
Yeah. Later, fellas.
Later.
Bye.